What if every student felt like they had a private tutor? Someone who could see exactly where they were struggling and offer help before they even asked. That's what's been happening in my course this semester thanks to generative AI, and honestly, it's blown my mind. Hey everyone, I'm Jason. I've been experimenting with AI a lot in my teaching and research, and it's been incredible. I'm still figuring things out, but I wanted to share where I'm up to because I think it could really change the way that we do things. Now, we all struggle with problems like not enough time, empty lecture halls, keeping everyone engaged. And now that students are all over these AI tools, it's very difficult to know exactly where their thinking ends and the algorithm begins. But I don't want to play detective with my students. So what if we could actually use this tech to help the students learn and provide immediate and directed feedback and know exactly where they're getting stuck? Now, the University Accord calls for massive changes, more students, focus on equity, future skills need, and they specifically mention AI to help enable these things. We've been trying to figure out how to do exactly that. In my course, I've taken kind of a new take on the flipped classroom. So before each session, my students do some reading, they watch my lecture online, and then they interact with Kagi, my AI-powered chatbot. I've designed Kagi to focus on deep understanding. It asks students to explain things in their own words, challenges them with follow-up questions, and gently guides them if they get stuck. It's really about making sure they grasp the core concepts and not just memorize for the test. Kagi provides constructive feedback and always encourages critical thinking. What this did for my class has been like night and day. Because the students come already prepared, they're eager to apply what they've learned, and they're debating real-world problems and working together. You can really feel the energy shift. It's not just about learning the content, it's about being part of something exciting. And this might be the coolest part. I have the transcripts from every single conversation that my students have had with Kagi. And with a few plain English questions, I can see exactly where students are getting stuck, what misconceptions they have, and even get ideas for activities about how to address those gaps. This lets me tailor my teaching like never before. Now imagine scaling this up. Instead of end-of-semester surveys, which are totally subjective and only tells us how students felt about the course, we actually get real data on what they actually learned. What are the common misconceptions? Where are they struggling? This allows us to make changes in real time across the entire program, or even across the entire university. And this is just the beginning. Pretty soon, Kagi is going to have a voice and a face, and it's going to feel like a conversation with a real person. But even now, the value is clear. But we're just scratching the surface here, and that's why I have amazing students like Brinley Gibson, who's just started in my lab. She's super bright, and her PhD is all about finding the best ways to use tutors like Kagi to make sure students don't just parrot the course content, but actually understand the concepts. And of course, to make sure that students are actually using AI, not as a crutch, but as a tool. And Brinley's not alone here. My lab is buzzing with projects like this, and we're all trying to figure out how to use AI to help people think better and do better without any of the downsides. So if you find this stuff as exciting as I do, please do get in touch, and I'd love to chat more about this.